Into the mounting yard we go, and Sun City is the first horse, number 6 for Tony McAvoy, a $525,000 Magic Millions purchase. Zoostar out of the Flying Spur Mare Roulette.
And she's, he's trialled well, or jumped out well at Flemington, and travelled really nicely just in behind in a recent trial as well. So it looks a natural runner and a big chance.
Jane, what do you see of the favourite?
Well, he's ticking the first box, and that's the fact that he arrived on course, he went to sleep in the tie-ups, he was nice and settled out the back, and he's come into the mounting yard and he's held his composure. So he's nice and relaxed, he's handling the occasion. Physically, he's a good type. He's not tall, but he's quite balanced, a little bit better in behind at this point in time, but you like to see that nice, well-rounded hindquarter on a 2-year-old. I think the team can be pretty happy with the way he's come to the races.
The favourite looks a picture. We go to the stablemate number 7, the astrologist, Tony McAvoy, another Zoostar, sold at Magic Millions for $150,000.
And another one that's worked well here at Flemington in a jump out, another one that's trialled, I think, quite stylishly as well. So it looks, once again, a jump and run type, and has to be one of the, well, it's clearly second pick in the market at the moment, isn't it? So I think that says enough.
He's a colt that's got a little bit more athleticism than his stablemate, a little bit more stretch about him. He has, though, not been quite as relaxed, a little bit fidgety in the tie-ups earlier today, and he was a little bit of a handful when he first came into the yard. The good thing with him now is the longer he's been in here, the more settled he's become.
We've got 2 scratchings, number 2 and 11 are out of the first race, the Maribyrnong. We go to the top weight, Espanola, Lindsay Park, Jordan Childs, $100,000 Magic Millions national sale graduate by Bella Spree.
Yeah, I thought, look, the jump out was solid work. He closed well, and he had a trial back at Wodonga on the September the 11th, and I loved the last little bit of the trial. I think he got going, and he showed nice improvement in the recent jump out, so he's heading in the right direction. Wouldn't put it past him.
We move ahead to number 3, Forbidden Palace. Mick Price, a flashy, not a singled out colt. Looked good in a Caulfield jump out.
Yeah, I thought it might just find a couple of these a little bit sharp, but maybe one of those gallopers that can really turn it on race day. Gee, Mick Price has done all right with a couple of flashy chestnuts in recent years. I wonder if this will be another.
Number 4, Memphis Rock, another for Lindsay Park by Fastnet Rock out of the good mare Hipstone Lie in the Cornwall colours.
Yeah, it just looks a real natural running type, I thought, and I like the jump out recently. It did hang a little bit, it wasn't sort of fully tested.
We move ahead to number 5, Mercury, James Cummings, Damien Lane, inside draw from the first crop of Newmarket Handicap winner Brazen Bow,
who went pretty good down the straight here as well. I liked his work. I thought the jump out was really good, so I'm giving Mercury a good chance to win on debut.
Yeah, another 2-year-old that's had a really good manner about them since they arrived on course. He's certainly precocious. He's a lovely balanced colt, and he's got plenty of strength. I like the way he's behaved since he got into the mounting yard. Didn't turn a hair when Damien Lane got aboard, so he's looking well, this colt.
Unite and Conquer is the number 8, Waterhouse and Bott, bred to go quick. Hinchinbrook out of a Magnus mare, second in a recent Randwick trial.
Yeah, and at the Flemington jump out, I thought it went pretty good. Seemed to hit the line nicely as well. So it needs no introduction from this stable, getting the youngsters up and running, and this looks a natural runner as well, well in the market to boot.
He's got a little bit of physical upside over some of these runners. He's probably one of the more mature colts in the field. He's robust, he's very forward physically, looks like a 2-year-old, and again, one that's handled the occasion nicely. He's just started to have a little bit of a sweat, but it's very warm in the mounting yard. I think a lot of horses will do that today. He will come on in the coat, this horse, so there's some improvement with him.
You won't miss the next one of the run, California Honey, Mick Price, the daughter of Star Spangled Banner, flashy markings in the Rosemont stud colours.
Yeah, and I thought, closed off pretty well in a recent trial, and looks a nice individual. I just think a few of these others look a little bit sharper, and that's why perhaps she's $17, but no doubt a fair bit of improvement to come.
Horse number 10, Grand Scholar, Tony McAvoy, a filly, first crop of the Australian Guineas winner, Wandjina.
Showed good speed in the trial and ended up being beaten a fair margin. That was at Morphettville. Has had a jump out since, went nicely, and looks once again a runner, a juvenile from the McAvoy yard that really knows the job and task at hand well.
That's the Wandjina filly, 11 and 12 are scratchings, and we move to number 13, Song Brocade, John Sadler, Michael D, daughter of Zoffany. She tried okay at Cranbourne.
It was an okay piece of work. A lot of these runners, like I said, they can work okay and turn up on race day and perform much better. But I would have thought, from what we've seen, on the evidence of what we've seen, $21 looks about right. I think she's got a fair bit more improvement to come.
Hutchie, big unknown factor with the babies, but where are you leaning?
It's guesswork, it really is, and whether or not some of them live up to their firstly their trials or jump outs, and secondly whether or not they handle the occasion. There's a lot of factors today, but in fairness, a lot of them seem to be handling it pretty well. I liked Mercury's work. I think Sun City, the Astrologist, Espanola to me closed off pretty well. Might be a little bit big at 950, but it is very difficult to be confident. But on track work and what I've seen, those were my picks.
Well, the team have gone with Team McAvoy, but different horses. Shane and Matt with Sun City, Brent and Ben with Astrologist. Jane, your pick from the yard.
Well, I'm sticking with the Godolphin colt here, the 5 Mercury. He's well related, being a half to Osborne Bulls, and the first we're seeing of the progeny of Brazen Bow, and they've certainly picked a nice colt to step out at the races. He's precocious, he's strong, he's managed to handle the occasion really well in the yard. So for me, he's a colt that's ticked all the boxes. Happy to have him on top. Memphis Rocks, he's a really eye-catching son of Fastnet Rock. I thought he looked really good in the yard, as did our favourite Sun City. Couldn't fault him. And just add a little bit of value for it, Forbidden Palace, I thought was probably one of the most relaxed, quiet 2-year-olds in the yard, so that might hold him in good stead.
So Mercury, the pick of the yard from Jane, and the colt by Brazen Bow in the market, the Bet365 market, as we look at the favourite Sun City. 460 for Sun City. The Astrologist also there at $5. Unite and Conquer $6.50. Mercury and Memphis Rock under the $9 mark with Grand Scholar, and the only other horse under double figures is Espanola at $9.50.
And it's great to catch up with Mick Price to kick off the day. Mick, 2 nice 2-year-olds here with Forbidden Palace and also California Honey. What can you tell us about them?
Well, they've come through every week by week, Shane, and I'm happy to have them here. I don't think anyone really knows how their first starter's going to go down the straight, especially we haven't been down there, but Huey Bowman's horse, the Not a Singled Out colt, will be balanced up and finish off, and the other horse a little bit of a runner, but I think you'll find they just go in one bunch and cross fingers from there.
How do you feel that the depth of your talent in your 2-year-old division is this year?
I think these are natural running 2-year-olds. I'm trying them at the moment, and there's some beautiful horses there. Whether they're 2-year-olds or not, it's up to them, sort of. We put the little programs in place, and then it's up to them. But certainly these two, knees good, shins good, attitude good, immune system good, so they're ready to race.
Quick word on Grunt ahead of the Turnbull.
Mate, he's good. He's out the back, nice and relaxed. Mighty Box is a bit fresh after having a pop over a couple of hurdles yesterday, but they're both fit and well, and they're ready to do their best.
Good luck today.
Thanks, Shane.
There's Mick Price. We're going to catch up now with Tony McAvoy, of course, has got some great chances here. Tony, always good to catch up with you. You spent up big at the yearling sales last year, and it's great to see that you've got 3 runners here today in the opening 2-year-old race of the Victorian season.
Yeah, it's very exciting, Shane. This is why we go to the sales and try and buy these young horses with speed, and this is what everyone wants. Buy them in January and have them running in October. So I'm very proud of my team and these young horses to get us here.
Let's go through them. We'll start with Sun City, who plenty of people are expecting big things from.
Yeah, he's a quality colt. He's been a quality colt from the outset. He's trialled up really nicely, and his work and moving start works very good also. He's a really nice horse that I think can play a part in the autumn, in the big races, and so I'm looking forward to see if he can bring it today.
What about the Astrologist, who was on display there a little bit in the mounting yard, but settled down pretty quickly?
Yeah, he's excited to be here, Shane, and first time out for these young horses, and he's trialled up nicely both times. Won a trial here at Flemington the other day, very well down the straight. Didn't run the time, but he's still a solid horse, and I think the further the races get, the better he'll be.
And what can you tell us about Grand Scholar?
Nice filly, trialled up nicely in Adelaide over there in an official trial, and then won a trial down the straight here. Physically hasn't got the strength of the boys, but she's a quality filly also and deserves her place.
Of the 3, who do you feel is the best suited right here, right now?
Look, I'd lean to Sun City. He if I put him down at home, he'd be the one that'd win the gallop. So if he does it right, he's the one I lean to.
Good luck today, Tony.
Thank you.
Tony McAvoy on his 3 chances. We've got a Bet365 market mover, and it is the Astrologist, horse number 7, the Zoostar colt. And there he is firm in the market for Bet365 ahead of the first, the Maribyrnong Trial Stakes. Time to cross to our caller now, Matt Hill.
Great, Dave. Thank you very much. Well, the scene is set. The crowd, you already get that feeling we're going to have an absolute bumper crowd to see Wings today. Picture perfect, 23 degrees. Melbourne at its absolute best. And what a day we have. They're moving in for the first, the Maribyrnong Trial Stakes. Moving up for the first, Mercury is in. Here's Unite and Conquer. Goes forward with Stevie Baster aboard. We've got Grand Scholar here, Mark Zara, half a kilo over. He also sports the black distinguishing cap. Hugh Bowman on Forbidden Palace goes into the stalls. Song Brocade goes up now. Here's Grand Scholar about to join the line at a decent time in a Flemington jump out. So they're making a good line of it. The two McAvoy runners, Sun City and also the Astrologist, who are drawn wider barriers, are still out behind the stalls. So very open, as you would guess, in these two-year-old races. Sun City and the Astrologist are equal favourites on VOPs at $5. Unite and Conquer $7 to $6.50. Now Sun City about to come along, being preceded by Espanola. Geordie Childs comes up. Espanola is in. Here's the Astrologist now. The Astrologist with Luke Curry in the saddle. And Sun City to complete the line. So a cracking race meeting in Melbourne, Turnbull Day, about to get underway. Here's Sun City. Takes the outside gate for Craig Williams, and they're ready. Set to run for the Maribyrnong Trial Stakes. Ready. Bit of yelling from the jocks. They stand ready. Gates are back and racing towards the outside. Sun City away fairly. Unite and Conquer began well, with also Memphis Rock and California Honey towards the inside, and Mercury is about midfield, and they're all crossing towards the inside. So it's Unite and Conquer in front by about a length, California Honey, and they were followed next on the outside by Grand Scholar and Memphis Rock, and further back out deeper the Astrologist. Then came between horses Espanola, Song Brocade, and then came towards the outside Sun City, who's picking up some ground now, and towards the back is Forbidden Palace. So at the 400 metres, the leader is Unite and Conquer by about a length and 3/4 to Grand Scholar, followed further back by the Astrologist, and now Sun City down the middle of the track is running on. Unite and Conquer with 150 metres to go under the whip, about a length and 3/4 in front of Grand Scholar and Sun City. Unite and Conquer's going well, still 2 lengths in front, and Unite and Conquer's going to bolt in. Unite and Conquer very good, beats Sun City. Grand Scholar fell in for third, followed by Espanola or Memphis Rock, and they were followed by Song Brocade, the Astrologist. Next in the field was Mercury, California Honey, and Forbidden Palace at the end. Unite and Conquer was Steve Baster, went straight to the lead to the inside rail, and well, that was too easy. Absolutely bolted in. Unite and Conquer. Number 8, Stevie Baster for Gay Waterhouse. Wore the blinkers, and that really switched him on. Didn't show a lot as far as being knocked about in its work behind Fanar. That was the quickest jump out of the morning, and it is absolutely strolled in here, Unite and Conquer, but that was very professional for a first up win. Sun City second. It's Grand Scholar for third, and then for fourth it'll be Memphis Rock on the inside. We'll just get the fourth as we stand by for the placings after the Maribyrnong Trial Stakes. It's 8, 6, 10 and 4. 8, 6, 10 and 4. It is Unite and Conquer defeating Sun City, ridden by Craig Williams for Tony McAvoy. And then in third place is Grand Scholar, Mark Zara for Tony McAvoy, and Memphis Rock, Karen McAvoy aboard for Hayes Davidic. 8, 6, 10 and 4. 57.82, 2 1/4 by a length and 3/4, as we now hear from the winning jock with Dean Pettit.
Well, Stephen, we wouldn't expect anything less from our leading lady, Gay Waterhouse, Adrian Bott. This horse trialled particularly well at Randwick at the official 2-year-old trials and brought that professional here today.
Yeah, that's right. He's done everything right. He came down here and trialled, was a little bit new down the straight, so I suggested the blinkers on him, and he still wanted a bit of a look around today, and he's pretty casual about everything, so he's done a really good job to win.
And a great thrill. We heard a big cheer from the crowd. Blue Blood Thoroughbreds doing a wonderful job.
Yeah, look, they do a great job with their horses, and bring a lot of owners into our sport, and it's great to get a winner from their first starts, and hopefully they buy many more to come.
Must be a big help. I mean, these 2-year-olds going to the races for the first time, seeing a crowd for the first time. When they do those 1%ers right, it makes a big difference for you.
Yeah, that's right. That's the big difference with Gay and Adrian's horses. They they have them very, very well educated, which makes my job really easy, and as you know, I love it, so it's great to get a winner for them.
Spring, it's your time to shine. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, what a great start to the season for champion trainer Gay Waterhouse, of course, in partnership with Adrian Bott and Carol Walsh from Blue Blood Thoroughbreds. Gay, It's fitting that you, with your record with 2-year-olds, wins the first 2-year-old race in Victoria this season.
Well, we're very pleased because we first of all identified by Carol from Blue Bloods, choosing the horse from Magic Millions, but Shane, secondly, he showed himself a lovely, big, strong type, and we thought he'd be very well placed down here, especially heading towards the Maribyrnong Plate.
So that's the plan, to give him a couple of runs through the spring?
Certainly, we hope to go on to the Flemington Carnival. It's always, you love to have a winner at Flemington, you love to have one over that carnival, don't you?
You certainly do. What was so impressive about him today? He was so professional from the outset.
He jumped like a true professional. That's where he won the race. He was able to get over to the fence, which we discussed beforehand, and then he was able to get into a lovely rhythm. He was dominant right from the start. There was never any chance of him really being beaten.
Great start to the day for you. Well done. And Carol, congratulations. You've had a phenomenal run with Blue Blood Thoroughbreds over the past 12 months to 2 years.
Yes, we have actually. It's been quite a phenomenal year, and really happy for our owners. That's what it's all about, getting owners involved in the racing industry, and it's been really, really good. So really happy with the performance today from Unite and Conquer and the Gay and Adrian Bott stables. So thank you.
Well done.
Thank you.
And Pete, look, they had a game plan, drew the middle, positive out of the barriers and flying the rail, and it was a fantastic win.
Never looked in doubt, did he? Big, strong horse, well schooled up, well educated, as we get to know from the Waterhouse Bott stable. Had the exposure down the straight here Friday week back. Blinkers have gone on and straight on the bunny, and just too strong. Sun City was a bit green and raw, began a little bit awkward, probably raced out in the middle, maybe a little bit lost, but all honours the winner there, just too strong and too dominant.
And that importance of finding the rail can really be quite huge for some of these juveniles, can't it?
Massive advantage for the young horses, just gives them unbelievable confidence. But, he trialled down the middle here the other morning and had a good look around, but just to make a good thing of it, Basta went straight down to the fence and put his mind straight onto the job, and with that addition of blinkers, he was just totally dominant in that race.
And Jane mentioned physically he was really, forward. He probably looked a bit ahead of a few of the others. Do you concur with those thoughts?
Yeah, well, Hinchinbrook throws those sort of strong types, and it just shows what an unbelievable loss he has been to the Australian breeding industry this year, the loss of Hinchinbrook, and the team up there at Yarraman Park would be feeling it after watching a race like that. But great to see the syndicators to the fore again today too. Blue Blood Thoroughbreds have had an unbelievable run, and it just shows everyone has the opportunity to race a good horse in Australia. You don't have to be a Russian oil baron or an Arab sheikh. You can join the syndications and you have the opportunity of racing great horses like this and enjoying these big days out.
Here. Let's go to Jane with Tony McAvoy.
Well, Tony, 2 of your 3 have filled the placings with Sun City and Grand Scholar. Your thoughts on their runs?
Yeah, look, Sun City, fantastic run, Jane. He just sort of jumped up in the air at the start and got a bit dishevelled, and I really liked the way he recovered and regrouped and ran beautifully. And Grand Scholar was fantastic also. She travelled quick and nicely and found the winner and the second horse just a bit too good today. But she'll strengthen and improve, and the colt will get better for the experience.
Are these horses we're going to see run further into the spring?
No, they'll both go home now, and we'll give them a chance to go to the Gold Coast.
Well, thank you for your time. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Ta.
I've got to go in tonight and get X-rays. How are they down there? Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to the mounting yard here at Flemington today on a glorious afternoon. And as it turned out, we have two queens here today. Of course, the Queen of the Turf, and we have, of course, Winx a little bit later on. It's quite fitting that the queen that we refer to as Gay wins the first race here with a very, very, very smart horse. Without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, can I introduce one of our directors here at the VRC, Judge Catherine Burke, to begin our presentations.
Thanks, Rob. Members of the VRC, ladies and gentlemen, it's my pleasure to start a beautiful Turnbull Stakes Day with the presentation for the 1,000-metre Maribyrnong Trial Stakes. It was a great race of unraced 2-year-olds with the clear-cut winner, never in doubt, Unite and Conquer. I'd congratulate the owners, trainers Gay Waterhouse and Adrian Bott, and jockey Stevie Baster, and call upon Carol Walsh on behalf of the owners to accept the trophy.
Firstly, I'd like to thank the VRC for putting on this race day. To our owners who support Blue Blood Thoroughbreds, well done. And a big appreciation to Gay and Adrian who trained the horse. And well done, Stephen Baster, on the ride. I think he did a very good job today. And thank you all.
I'd just like to ask Gay to come forward, please, to say a few words.
To the VRC, to Carol at Blue Bloods, to all you owners standing here today, and to Stephen Baster. What a fabulous experience to win the first race on this beautiful day here, the sunshine beating down on us. Could we ever be in a better pitch? No, we couldn't. Thank you. And thank you very much, everybody.
And also the jockey, Stevie Baster. Well done, Stevie.
Amanda Elliott, members of the committee, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great thrill to come here and ride a winner today, and I hope you all have a great day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Stevie, and congratulations to you, Gay, and all your owners as well too. Judge Burke, we appreciate your representation here today with the first race, and I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of this little fellow. Just jumped and run and really was very, very impressive to the line. Enjoy your day. We've got a lot of highlights coming your way this afternoon, and we'll keep you up to date with them as the day continues. Enjoy.